Seasons, it's seasons. Welcome back to Seasons. We wish you a merry seasons. We wish you a merry seasons. We wish you a merry seasons and a merry seasons.
Season's greetings.
Season's greetings. It's our Christmas special.
Sort of. Yes, I suppose it is, isn't it?
Are you wearing something Christmassy?
Very Christmassy.
Me too.
Imagine what that would be.
What have you come dressed as?
I've come dressed as Santa riding a reindeer.
No, because this is a podcast I can't see.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Thanks for asking.
What have you come
as just a little bell on the end of an elf's hat. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. And I shake my bottom and I make a little ringing sound.
So I can see. You're a big bell.
How can you see?
I've got my eyes closed. I can see with my heart. You've got a big bell and you've got a little bell tail.
On my bottom as well, yes.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Thank you.
One on each cheek, high and low.
Yeah. But not in a seedy way. It's not a seedy costume.
No.
It's cute.
It's very cute.
It's a cute costume.
Yeah.
Just a cute little elf's bell end.
So, as you mentioned in the last podcast, we were thinking about changing the name of the podcast.
Yes. We haven't confirmed that yet, but I think Richard has some juicy little somethings that he wants to share.
Well, so
he looks very excited in his little Santa Claus outfit.
Oh, that's something else.
Calm down, reindeer.
So I found an AI.
You're going to say you found an anus.
I found an anus.
I've got buttholes on the
Do you
brain
remember
today.
in Stand By Me where they find an anus? And it's like the transport, anyway.
What?
No, don't. I asked it to come up with some podcast topics for us.
Uh-huh.
I'm just going to throw them at you. And see
This
what you
is
think.
an AI generator that's...
Festival frenzy. Cinema chaos. Movie madness. Real ruckus.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that one. Film fest follies.
Nice.
Cinematic confusion.
That's us.
The festival fixers.
Oh, interesting.
The movie mixers. Oh, it's disappeared again.
The movie mixers. It's funny.
Festival fanatics. Cinematic craziness. Film fest frenzy. Movie mashup.
There's a lot of madness going on in these.
I think I've asked for something a bit mad.
Yeah, it's gone for whoa, you guys are crazy.
The festival wizards. The cinematic conjurers.
Nice, I like that.
Film fest fanfare. Cinematic comedy.
Boring.
Very boring. Festival fiasco. The movie magicians. Cinematic chaos and fun.
Great.
And festival fanatics.
Fantasia.
Sorry, you're right.
God's sake.
And then I asked it to sort of vibe off of some films.
Uh-huh.
Title like quotes. I asked for famous film quotes. It's just sort of reference famous films. But it's used the exact same list, but then added like a subtitle.
A famous movie.
So Festival Frenzy, a film odyssey. Cinematic Chaos, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Movie Madness, A Clockwork Orange. Real Ruckus, The Shawshank Redemption. Film Best Folly is Pulp Fiction.
The first two work, just about.
Almost.
I would say the first two work, and the rest is literally just that same thing, and then just tag on a famous movie.
Festival Fanatics Fight Club.
Cinematic confusion, sorry, The Big Lebowski. I think none of those is what I'm going to say. God, he's got tons.
I have got absolutely tons to go through with you. It then sort of, it did something else, which was quite funny.
I always wondered why he takes so long in the toilet.
Here we go. Chatting with an AI bot. I asked for it to do some podcast puns.
Uh-huh.
And it started off well. It did the same sort of things before. Film foolery, a podcast away.
Uh-huh. I do like podcast away.
Now the problem is, it then did the same thing 10 times. So movie malarkey, the good, the bad, and the podcastly.
Oh, God.
Real razzle dazzle, A Clockwork Orange podcast. Not even a pun there. Film Fest Fiasco. The Shawshank Redemption podcast. Cinematic Caper.
The way he's saying it, he's reading the hyphen in between pod and cast there.
Pulp Fiction podcast. The Festival Fools. The Big Lebowski podcast.
Not the Big Podgowski or some
no.
podcast.
The Movie Mavericks. The Princess Bride podcast. Festival Fast. Monty Python and the Holy Grail podcast.
Yeah, nice.
So Film Fest fun. It's quite nice. So that's kind of what we're thinking, that sort of thing. I think there's enough there.
We're just thinking like a bad movie pun with somewhere there's a colon in there, I guess.
I asked it to get a bit sad because I then mentioned that we were a married couple.
I said, okay, make it a bit sadder. We are married.
No, but make it. We never watched the films, is what I was saying. Right. So they went for, but we still have fun. Silly Film Triple Bills, the podcast. Triple Bill Theatre. Oh, it's Triple Bills now. They're festivals. The Never Ending Story. Cinema Schminema. A podcast for the Time Challenge.
That's nice. I like that.
The Film Buffs Who Never Watch Films.
That's good.
Triple Bill Travesty. A podcast of unwatched films.
They're all great, I think.
I know.
I'm into those.
That's really good, isn't it?
Cinema Schminema.
Cinema Schminema. And it's sad that we just wouldn't have come up with this basic shit. And then I said, but make it a bit more pathetic. And it was like, I don't understand what you're asking me here for. The Pathetic Podcast, a flop of epic proportions.
Okay.
The Unfulfilled Filmed Buffs, a podcast of unwatched movies. Cinema Schminema, a podcast for the hopelessly unfulfilled.
That's us.
That's so sad. The Disappointing Film Club, a podcast of unrealised dreams.
Oh, that one is sad.
The Pitiful Film Critics, a podcast of unfulfilling reviews. The Unwatched Film Frenzy.
Just FYI, it's one and done. We're not editing these.
Absolutely.
Richard is literally going to read them all.
I'll send you some more.
Yeah.
It just felt like each one was a nice escalation.
Uh-huh. Sorry, we're supposed to be improving this and I'm giving you absolutely nothing back.
Well, sometimes I feel like I don't engage in your content either, my love, so I do apologise.
Is that because I literally just told you sometimes you don't let me talk about the films? You just say, give me a big list of your films and then we'll talk about mine.
Dear listeners, confirm or deny that that's what happens every single week. In one of the categories at least. Imagine if this is how we get a divorce. I feel like it'll be apt that we...
Listener, should we get a divorce?
Let's put that on a Twitter poll.
So, this week, our special Christmas special
was based off of a poll on Twitter.
Yes.
We asked you
to vote for what category we should do next.
Based on 3 randomly pulled from our unfulfilled categories list online. You can go to me3comedy.com. If you go into seasons, underneath, there's a full list of every category we've ever done.
That we've ever said to each other.
Yeah. So every time we mention one, we should do that, I write it down.
Yeah.
Hence why you hear me sort of scrabbling away in silence occasionally.
Mm-hmm. And me not filling the silence because I'm watching him write.
Make sure I'm spelling it correctly. That sort of thing.
I'm like striking him with a reed. No, you're spelling it wrong.
And using the magic of Microsoft, not Excel, Google Sheets actually, tell a lie.
Yes.
Much easier to work with, I find. We can create 3 random ones at random. And of those, you voted in your droves.
How many people voted?
Well, let's say maybe 20% of all of our listeners.
Great. That's really good. Well done, listeners.
Good engagement by percentage. Please do follow our Twitter account. You can maybe engage in the next one. But we were looking for Christmas films that are not Christmas films.
Christmas, not Christmas films. Christmas, not Christmas films.
It's not Christmas time. No, so it's not.
It is Christmas time. It's not Christmas films.
Christmas films to watch not at Christmas.
Oh, okay.
That would be good, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. I can only think of one off the top of my head.
Well, yes.
We'll come back to it when it's not Christmas.
So, how did you approach this list? Or do you want me to read my...
No, I'll tell you how I came to it. Yeah. I started off just writing down all the ones that I love to watch that are not Christmas films, but ones where it would be like... I'm literally sat here with a copy of the Radio Times next to me, because that's like a Christmas tradition. going through the Radio Times and circling the movies that you want to watch. And then, following on from that, I thought about movies where my mum bought us the VHS as like the big Christmas film. And they went, I think, very rarely Christmas movies, or never a Christmas movie, really. And then came up with some... did I actually... I think I Googled a couple of things, but it was all things where I was like, oh yeah, for sure, that. It wasn't just like, I don't know. I think it's a completely subjective list, to be honest.
Yeah, and I think it was always going to be. Because I feel like so one of my categories was things that you watch around Christmas. That's always going to be subjective.
Yeah. And like, I steered clear of the movie Die Hard.
Yeah.
Because everybody goes on about the fact, oh, it's not a Christmas film. Oh, it is a Christmas film. I don't fucking care, I've not seen it. Don't want to see it because everybody goes on about it.
Based on that film, I made a rule, which is
no men invest.
Yeah. He would be in the Men Invest film. Men Invest, yeah. Men Invest. They couldn't reference Christmas tree. I think it's got like you can't see it. You can't see for Christmas. You know, that's how I sort of try to.
You can't see what?
Like, there's no reference to looking at Christmas.
Oh, some of mine have got a Christmas scene in them.
That may be fine.
Think. Yeah.
In general, it's like trying to avoid that sort of thing.
I didn't.
No, that's fine. It's not a problem. It was more just like, I do think Die Hard is just very much. I'm not saying it's very much a Christmas film because it's not, but it's also it's certainly in the canon of Christmas films at this point.
Only because men have been like, oh, it's not a Christmas film.
It references Santa Claus in blood on someone's chest.
I mean, it was in our. We're doing one of those Exit the Game advent calendars. It was in there. So.
What was it?
Yeah.
What was it?
I told you it was in there. You didn't look in all the doors. That's why I'm carrying all the riddles.
Carrying the riddles.
So I think, I actually think our list as parents now will probably grow over the years, but a lot of mine are kids' films.
Yeah, it's
actually the majority of them are kids' films.
Kids' films that would be on BBC at like between like 6 and 9.
No, on BBC at like between 1 and 3. Yeah, 1 p.m. Yeah. The 1 p.m. slot.
Well, should we get the big one out of the way?
What's that, mate?
It's surely got to be Paddington, right?
Oh, I did not put that on there. I was going to say Mary Poppins.
Yeah, okay.
That's the big one for me.
Okay, so this is purely in a what kind of category have you put this under?
I've literally not split it into any other categories.
So there's one major category, which is
Christmas, not Christmas.
Not Christmas. Okay, Mary Poppins, the big one. Please, do you have any history of Mary Poppins as a film? Is there anything?
I'm a big Julie Andrews fan.
Are you?
Yeah.
You've never mentioned her.
I know, I never mention it every single week. A young Julie Andrews looks a lot like a young my mother. And I wonder if that's why I just love all of her movies. But I mean, Mary Poppins is objectively a good film. Yeah. The one thing I would say about it is it's a tad on the long side, isn't it?
It is for a kids' film these days.
But then we watched Mary Poppins 2. Oh, no.
But even the remake, Mary Poppins 1.
Did they remake Mary Poppins 1?
Yeah. So they remade Mary Poppins...
With who?
With the same people, the Emily Blunt.
Did they?
And they've done 2 films.
No. I don't think so.
Am I wrong?
I think they just did Mary Poppins 2.
Really? So they just went,
yeah.
Okay.
They just went, let's do the exact same film, just a bit different.
So 2 questions for you about Mary Poppins.
Maybe they did remake the first one. We'll have to Google that at the end of the show.
Was Mary Poppins remade?
Is there a Mary Poppins 1?
2. So, does it sit in this list? Would you keep it in this one? Obviously.
So for me, Mary Poppins can be a Christmas or an Easter film.
Oh, so we're doing an Easter, not Easter film.
We'll have to, yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
So I would say, The Sound of Music for me isn't a Christmas movie. It's an Easter movie.
I would have said it's a New Year's, not New Year's film.
Yeah, I guess they put it on New Year's Day.
New Year's, not New Year's.
Yeah.
Did it reference the New Year in there?
No, it's more like a new order, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yes.
Ugh.
So, if Mary Poppins is a big film, you can't just will odd. As we all know, listeners will know, a film can only exist in one category.
In its entire life.
So you have to make sure that when it's deployed properly.
Yes.
Hence why Die Hard would not be going into the Die Hard films, but into the Men with Vests films. So Mary Poppins, films involving suffragettes.
It wouldn't go into that category.
No, it wouldn't.
I mean, we can do that category, but it wouldn't go into that. I think we're just going to have to do a Julie Andrews season.
Julie Andrews season?
Possibly.
Films about kites? Films involving kites?
Sure, yeah. That's nice.
How would you phrase that? Kite films?
Yeah.
Kite films. Quite kite.
Sure.
Quite kite.
Yeah.
Quite kitely.
Quite kitely so. And we can't come up with a name for our podcast. What?
It's mental. Films about nannies.
Yeah, great.
About nannies. And then I suppose you could do films for nannies, I suppose, but much tougher. And you think he would resist those ones? It would be a Christmas, not Christmas.
No, I'm not putting it in that. I'm just saying it as one of my Christmas, not Christmas films.
Sure, that's fine.
It's more likely to go into
those ones.
Probably a Julie Andrews season.
Yeah.
But we're not doing that today. We'll think about that.
Oh, is that? Oh, really?
What have you got for your first one? You had Paddington.
So I split mine into three.
I think I've given my controversial opinion on this podcast before that I'm not that bothered about Paddington. Everyone's like, "Oh, I'd love to shag Paddington." I'm like, "Fucking bear in a coat. Give me a break."
No.
He's cute and everything, but like, when that film came out, like the entire world went mental for it. By which I mean the UK. It's like, give me a.
I will say it. I think this Big Marmalade is trying to infiltrate the UK, well, the world through Paddington because it's a mediocre jam, and they make it seem like it's a charming thing. It's a bitter, twisted horror show of a confectionery.
For me, Paddington just reeks of like colonialist Britain.
Yeah.
Why does Paddington speak with a little posh boy London accent?
Because he's the acceptable face of immigration.
Exactly. And I don't like it.
There is a direct correlation between people that love Paddington and people that hate
and
immigrants.
People who are white. People who are white, probably old, love Paddington.
But what I will say about Paddington is it fits into category one of my Christmas films, not Christmas films, which is comfy family movies. I
mean, yeah, you can watch it with your mum, can't you? It's like, there's no sexual intercourse in Paddington.
Oh, you were talking about shagging it earlier.
I didn't want to. Everybody else does.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I've said this before on the podcast. I'm not a big fan of Ben Whishaw.
No, I know.
He voices Paddington, and I'm like, it doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I mean, hey, if you want to throw Paddington away on this,
where else would it go? Bear films,
Blue Coat movies, Red Hat movies. I don't know. Movies with famous sandwiches.
I mean, yeah. I guess.
And I'd like to make it very clear as well. I love talking animals. I literally did a PhD on it. So it's nothing to do with Paddington being a bear. It's just to do with Paddington.
Yeah.
Bear.
That's fair enough.
Anyway, now that I've denigrated your first one.
Oh, you know what? There's a category I'd hate to do, but that kind of British identity films.
What that?
Like the Italian Job sort of thing. It's kind of like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. How do I define that? We're British, thanks.
Yeah. That would be my worst category, probably.
Yeah.
We're British, thanks. That's every Carry On movie, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. That's how you could define that. Ooh, that noise. Oh, God.
Do you have anything else that fits under the umbrella of a comfy family film?
Chitty chitty bang bang.
Shitty shitty what?
Chitty chitty bang bang.
Shitty shitty what?
Chitty chitty, chitty chitty, chitty chitty bang bang. Oh, you pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. We love you.
We do. I was referenced last episode, wasn't
Our
it?
daughter doesn't. I tried to show her some little bitsies from it this week, and she was like, "No, I don't want that one."
Yeah.
Quite sad, but
movie about cars, isn't it?
Again, it's a long movie, and there's all bits that you forget about, where they like go and become toys and stuff.
Again, I'm not seeing it.
You've not seen Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
I think it always has bored me as a concept.
Wowee, okay. It's got some good songs.
Is it? Is it musical?
Yeah. I just sang you one of the songs from it.
Oh, I know. I suppose I do know that song. But it's hard, isn't it? Because all films had a song back then, didn't they?
I like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang quite a lot.
Yeah?
It is a comforting movie.
Oh, this has got Bruce Forsyth in it, isn't it?
No, that's Knobs and Broomsticks.
Okay.
Which is also on my list.
Oh, I did look up how many films Bruce Forsyth was in.
Oh, yeah, from a couple of weeks ago.
It was 4.
Only 4?
Only 4, yeah.
Was any of them a Carry On film?
I don't think it was, you know. Oh.
The Generation Game movie.
Yeah.
Generation
Where
Game
would they go for that? You know, the British film would go somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Where would they do the Generation Game? In another country. And that would be the concept of the movie.
What do you mean?
So, like, in between it's Australia.
Where would they go for their cheeky bit of holiday fun?
Yeah.
Blackpool.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know, isn't it? It's in a similar vein as Strictly, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they all like to go to Blackpool.
It's a big week that week, isn't it?
Yeah. Maybe like Marbella.
Marbella.
Yeah.
Is that a place?
It's Marbella.
How do you spell that?
Or is it called Marbella?
I don't know.
It's how you spell it.
Marbella.
Marbella. I'm pretty
Why
sure
am I writing that down?
We're
not doing a Marbella season. I don't think our stomachs would cope with that.
No.
So, Generation Game, the movie.
It's funny because I've got Imitation Game on there, and it just reminded me. Imitation Game was one of those films that my mum got us for Christmas one year.
Yeah.
Obviously much more recently than my childhood. Not giving away my age. Imitation Game is a comfortable family movie. Although no, there's some rough convos in there, isn't there?
I try and remember. The rough convo.
Alan Turing.
Yeah, no, sure. And so it's about
he's saving the United Kingdom, but then also being gay and being condemned to a life of misery.
Oh, it probably could go into like a gay category, couldn't it? I was thinking of a Spy Not Spy film.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's Spy Not Spy. It has a vibe. But definitely like maybe gay heroes.
Yeah, yeah.
Or heroes with calculators.
That's nice. MI5 movies.
Yeah. How about... Well, yeah. Because you could do MI6 as well, I suppose, couldn't you?
Is he MI6 or MI5? I don't know.
It's neither. I don't think it's been set up.
What was it? What's that place called that he works at?
MFI. No. The Secret Service.
HMV?
Is it HMV? It's HMV.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like
something,
the British...
You know, it's got a name.
The GCHQ?
That's it.
Yeah. GCHQ. I wonder if you could squeeze out all the different agencies. What happened to MI 1 through 4? Is it like Thunderbirds?
They're really secret.
They're underwater.
Yeah. But it's mermaids that man them, I think.
Right.
Stingray. What have you got next?
So I guess...
Sorry, I muddled up your categories.
No, I'm not trying. This is what I drew out of the category.
So comfortable family movies. I've got Wallace and Gromit.
Yes, that's what I've got as well.
Okay.
Which one though?
I just kind of put any on there. I think they're all quite Christmassy for me. Wrong Trousers.
Yes, Wrong Trousers.
The Penguin one.
Wrong Trousers is the correct answer,
yeah.
I think.
Okay.
Just because A Grand Day Out feels to me, in the context of Wallace and Gromit films, it's the film that a child shouldn't watch, but like someone interested in the history of Aardman might.
Yeah.
You know?
Uh-huh. I hear that.
Or else it's more for someone like a cheese enthusiast. You know?
It's the one that Wallace and Gromit are the most happy with.
Yes. Yeah.
I think.
Because they're different characters completely. He's a bit of a piece of shit, that first one, I think.
Yeah. Gromit. Oh, that was bad.
Well, I mean, in the pantheon of terrible Wallace and Gromit impressions, you wouldn't have even registered.
Somewhere in the middle.
Nowhere near. You wouldn't have registered. So I think, personally for me, I can't imagine any other films with penguins. Penguin antagonists.
Yeah. Or like Robots Gone Wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, next to that one, I've got Chicken Run.
Oh, yeah.
Because that is a Christmassy... It feels Christmassy to me.
I would proffer an Animals in Revolution.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Or else acceptable Mel Gibson films.
Birds in Hats. Or like Threat of Being Made into a Pie movies.
Threat of Pie.
Yeah.
Threat of Pie. My writing is terrible. I think Chicken Run is a strong contender for that one. Yeah. So if you then have Chicken Run and Wallace and Gromit in this list,
I probably wouldn't have both in this list now.
You'd have to choose one, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Any other sort of family-friendly, comfy ones?
Matilda.
They've got a new one coming out, you know.
Have they? Oh yeah, the musical one. Yeah.
Matilda would be good, therefore, in an inspiration for musicals list. Or I don't know, magic children.
Children with mental powers.
What's your history with the film Matilda?
My mum absolutely loves the movie Matilda.
Yeah?
It's one of her absolute favourite films.
Really?
Yeah. I've watched it a lot of times.
Yeah.
I like it. I've read it a lot of times, and then when the movie came out, I was like, yes.
Now, did you know that what do you think I'm going to say?
I don't know.
Did you know? Have a guess. Come
on.
What's the fact that everyone...
Was it Danny DeVito and the woman who plays the mum are actually a married couple?
Oh, no. I didn't know that one.
They're not anymore.
Oh, but they were at the time. Yeah. No, the fact was going to be that the boy that eats the chocolate cake in the chocolate cake scene doesn't like chocolate cake. I think he might have even been allergic.
Wow.
I just think that's terrible casting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is for sure. They were just like, you look like chocolate, but you are fat, so we are going to give you the job.
You look so good for this role of fat child eats chocolate cake.
You can do it, Brucey. I love the way she says that. You can do it, Brucey. Brucey. She like rolls her R. Anyway, that. I just think it's a great movie. And we did watch it quite a lot of times. I think it might have been a Christmas movie that got brought home. I can't remember.
As in like a Christmas VHS kind of one.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely think for me, that would be a solid choice.
I mean, I've got some more kidsy ones.
Yeah.
So this one is more like a Christmas morning film.
Yeah.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Oh, okay.
I've also got a more evening type film would be E.T. Although again, maybe that's on the week in between Christmas and New Year. I don't know if we're counting. What we counting, like, is it the run up to Christmas and Christmas Day?
Oh, you see.
Or do you count Boxing Day as well?
I think Christmas not Christmas films can be watched any time after December the 1st.
Up until December.
Up until the 5th of Jan.
Oh wow, okay, yeah. I would put E.T.
Although we do have New Year's not New Year's films, so maybe a cut-off is 31st of December.
More family one, Little Women.
It's not going on this list.
The 1994 version.
Sure.
There are Christmas scenes in that though. A couple of Christmas scenes.
Now, I put it to you.
Uh-huh.
Films set before 1900, where people wear period costumes, are all Christmas films.
True, yeah. If there's one flake of snow in a movie like that, it's a Christmas film.
Big time.
Yeah.
If,
like Pride and Prejudice with Colin Firth, and that's a Christmas film. That's a Christmas film spread across 3 episodes.
I think it's perfectly valid.
Yeah. I mean, Muppets Christmas Carol is a Christmas movie.
I would call that a Christmas movie.
Yeah. What else is there that's like a period movie?
Nicholas Nickleby. Oliver, Christmas movie.
Oh yeah, Oliver,
actually,
Christmas movie.
Could that fit in this list?
Yeah, I think.
Now I've said it out loud.
That's a really comfy Christmas movie for me. I mean, honestly, for me, a lot of mine would be musicals. I love a Christmas musical, as you know.
Well, is that? So there's Christmas musicals,
and
I think it's probably going to be Christmas, not Christmas musical.
The Christmas, not Christmas, of course.
Okay.
But we don't have to make a whole new category of those. Because I've also got Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, yes, Charlie Chocolates.
But I think, is the Gene thingy one not called Willy Wonka? Or is it Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
It's called Charlie Chocolates.
Charlie Chocolate eats the chockies at the factory. The greedy boy.
Is that technically a musical? It's not, is it?
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yeah, it's got songs in it. So.
Okay.
If you want to feel...
Oh, yes, it does. It does. It has a number of songs, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Quite well-loved ones as well.
Don't care how I want it now. She falls down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You could be a good mum for her.
I could I?
Yeah.
What are you trying to say about our child?
Nothing. She would be a really good...
Veruca.
Oh my... Who knew?
I've got The Wizard of Oz on there as well.
It comes up a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah. But again, that could be an Easter film for me.
At the rate we're going, it's going to be forgotten by Easter.
Yeah, probably.
Basic Christmas film.
They're all my musicals, I think. And then, are we still on like daytime movies?
I haven't split it up by day or night.
I feel like there's a very specific, like the movies that. So when I said Imitation Game, that would be a film that we would watch Christmas evening after my sister has forced us to watch Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Whilst I'm like, I don't know, necking chocolate liqueurs.
Opening up the chocolates and just
drunk. Yeah.
Yeah, classic.
That will be the time where I'll be like, okay, can we just get this rubbish out of the way?
Yeah.
And let's move on to Christmas movies.
I will say, of my 3 categories...
# no offence, Doctor Who.
I've got Scene on Christmas Day as a category.
Okay.
And my Scene on Christmas Day, I think, is more evocative of not a personal, but more more understood history of a Christmas Day film. Which is a war film.
Oh, God. Who wants to watch a war film on Christmas Day?
Well, but when else are you going to watch a war film?
Never.
Exactly, that's what Christmas Day is for, isn't it?
No.
Begrudgingly watching...
No, Christmas Day is for watching musicals that you've seen 100 times already.
Okay, no, that's fair. I see, but then that feels to me more like a New Year's activity.
No, Christmas Day is not for a war film. Surely not.
There's always one on the telly.
Like, what have you got?
So I've got Bridge of the River Kwai.
Never seen it.
Great Escape.
Never heard of it.
Great Escape, is that what I mean? And Zulu.
Never heard of it. Zulu is always... I bet you, I've got the Radio Times right here.
Let's see what happens.
You think it's on Christmas Day?
Yeah.
There it
is, it's Christmas Day.
You
got to be careful though, of course, because it should be on Channel 5, I'd expect. But they may have seeped into a different one now.
Well, there's one called Blitz.
Well, there you go.
That's not a Christmas film. It's not a war film.
Maybe this will...
Oh, it's not there. It's not there.
Oh, I've just seen Some Like It Hot. That is a Christmas movie, isn't it?
But isn't it actually Christmassy?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Read out what are the big films? What are the big films for Christmas Day this
For
year?
evening?
The whole day. Let's go through channel by channel. This is thrilling podcasting, but it'll save you on buying a Radio Times.
The films of the day, Aladdin. They've given it 3 stars, but they've made it a film of the day.
But it's the remake, right?
Yes. Yeah. White Christmas.
That's definitely Christmas.
That's Christmas, yeah. Farmageddon.
What's Farmageddon?
A colourful alien makes a surprise appearance at Mossy Bottom Farm in this comic adventure for Shaun the Sheep and his friends. I think we might actually have seen that.
Oh, we might have done. Oh, because remember she got obsessed with that alien in a shop? Or was that
That might have been my niece, yeah. And then Love Actually. Oh, Smeds and Smooze is the Julie McDonald's. Oh, sorry. I've not looked through the Radio Times yet, guys. And then we've got Abominable. White Christmas is already there. Rise of the Guardians. Kung Fu Panda 2. And then Aladdin. Some Like It Hot. Love Actually. The Great Escape.
Yes!
1:50 p.m. Channel 4. The Great Escape.
I think that's in the list.
I don't want it to be.
We'll do an on Christmas Day list.
Yeah. Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
Catch Me If You Can. We mention that movie a lot.
We do, don't we?
Yeah. Then late night we've got When Harry Met Sally. That is not a 12:05 a.m. Christmas Day movie. Put that on a little bit earlier, BBC.
I know, it's a bit lame, isn't it?
What's Love Got to Do with It? East is East and Lost at Christmas. You're so pleased. You're honestly pleased with him, like really.
And that was on Channel 4. What's on Channel 5?
Oh, Channel 5 doesn't have any movies.
Really?
It's got all its extra movies over here, though.
Oh.
Christmas with the Cranks, 1 star. Jack Frost, 2 stars. Sing. Jack the Giant Slayer, Ice Age 3, Jumanji, Patriot Games, Double Jeopardy. And then 5 action. Springfield Rifle, Bronco Billy, Joe Kidd, 2 Mules for Sister Sarah, Magnum Force, and Blitz.
This is great.
Does it?
No. Well, there you go. I think that's a good sense. I think it proves that The Great Escape is...
Yeah. I think you were spot on there.
I was spot on with that one.
I didn't believe you. Because I didn't believe you because I didn't want to believe you.
No, I know. I
think was the thing there. I didn't want to believe that Christmas will be a day for a war movie. Like, can we just have one day where we all play football with the Germans? No, we can't. We must watch a war movie.
So I take it you're a big fan of war movies then?
No, I don't like them at all. Some war movies, sure.
Isn't there like a sense of like, is it attrition? Is that the word I'm thinking about? Of when you're actually watching it, where it's so long and boring, but that has a place in kind of.
I mean, excuse me, sorry.
What I love is where this podcast has gone for a Christmas special.
It's really, me looking through the Radio Times. Put it away now. Because
you're not allowed to Google things, but we absolutely can take.
Yeah, nobody said anything about not looking at the Radio Times.
I've been printing out Google so I can do whatever I want.
Okay, so a couple of other movies I've not mentioned. Never Ending Story for me would be like a middle of the day Christmas movie, or a Christmas Eve movie. I think Willow, again in the same arena. And then I've got Goonies again. I think I said that. I can't remember.
That's Pinocchio.
No, I know, but I put it in this one as well.
Yeah, you've not mentioned it yet. No.
Okay, Goonies then. And then Toys. The Robin Williams movie Toys is one of my favourite films. It's in my top 10 of movies.
What would you say? Where else does that fit?
That's a war movie.
Yeah.
Do you know it? Do you remember it?
I do. They have a little battle at the end with toys and
John Cusack movies. Movies where Robin Williams wears a hat. Oh, our dog just let out a really cute little sound.
He's having a little dream lesson.
I don't know where else that would fit.
Well,
I think it
fits here nicely.
Yeah. It might actually have a Christmas scene in it. I don't remember.
It's toys related though, isn't it?
Yeah. I wonder if they're getting ready for Christmas. One that does have a Christmas scene, but isn't necessarily a Christmas movie, is Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I think about that scene where he's carving the ice sculpture, I just cry. I don't know if I could watch that movie right now. It's too emotional. Even though it's Christmas, I don't think I can watch it.
Yeah.
And then I don't think I've got any other during the day movies. Have you got any other?
Well, another one for that during the day vibe is a James Bond film or an Indiana Jones.
Oh my god, just shoot me in the head.
I'm not saying I enjoy them. I'm just saying, just kind of,
I'm not saying that you're enjoying them either. I'm just asking you to please shoot me in the head when those films are on every single Christmas.
It's ironic, isn't it? You want me to shoot in the head, but you don't like films about shooting people in the head.
It is ironic.
But listen, a kind of film like an Indiana Jones, an adventure.
Indiana Jones, the original 3 Indiana Jones films. Yeah, fine.
Romancing the Stone.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Right?
Yeah.
That would be a good Christmas movie.
Yeah. I think that's off and on.
Off and on?
Often on.
Crocodile Dundee.
Also, I think I saw that in the Radio Times
when
I was browsing. Certainly.
Isn't that funny? What is that? Say,
another one Princess Bride is that kind of Christmassy vibe, isn't it? Oh, Christmas, not Christmas vibe.
Christmas, not Christmas.
Yeah.
It's the sort of film that gets referenced by an AI chatbot.
Yeah.
The Princess
What,
Bride.
romancing? Oh, Princess Bride.
Yeah.
So I've got a couple of more evening movies. And these 2 of them would be the ones that my mum brought home, which would be Titanic. I've said that a few times.
Yeah.
Titanic was a big movie for Christmas. And do you remember it used to be such a big deal when one of the terrestrial channels got the rights to a big movie that had been out in the cinema? And it was oh my God, I've waited 2 years to watch this on the telly. And everyone would gather around and be like, oh, Titanic's on BBC 2 this year. Oh, BBC 1. What am I talking about? Titanic was, of course, on BBC 1.
Or else it'd be on Channel 4.
Yeah, but we had the video anyway, so it didn't matter.
But there's something...
I used to hate it when the big film was on Channel 4 because it would have adverts in it.
But there is something quite nostalgic about watching a film with adverts. I quite like. It breaks up the film in a horrifying way that the director wouldn't like. But it adds in this sort of different volume, a different kind of feeling, and it breaks you up, and then you get into it again. I don't know. There's something like...
No, I absolutely hate adverts in anything.
I hate adverts and everything, but there's something about certain films which I think are enriched.
Okay, write that down as a category. Movies that are good with adverts. I will find you 0 things for that list.
Oh, good with adverts. That's an interesting one.
Yeah. We might have to start watching more movies on telly then, in that case.
No.
Gladiator.
Yeah.
It was another big Christmas film.
A big Christmas film.
And then Bridget Jones's Diary, but there is a Christmas bit in that, so I think it actually is.
I would say that's Christmas.
Possibly could be a Christmas movie. And then I've got Misery as well, which would be I've had my Titanic big movie. I've gone back to the table, had loads of cheese and crackers. Now I'm gonna slowly fall into a stupor in front of the telly. It's 12:05 a.m. Oh, Misery's starting. I'll watch that. When Harry Met Sally's on the other channel, no. That's not a Christmas film for that time of day. Misery is a Christmas film for that time of day.
I've just realised our whole relationship started as we were talking about the Monday big film and the Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, it did.
We
have the same birthday.
Yeah.
And when we first met, it was our birthday coming up on a Tuesday, I think. Mm-hmm. And you were looking for a Hot Day Tuesday big film.
Yeah, I used to what I used to do on a birthday was I'd have KFC and I'd watch a movie and I'd call
usually a Disney movie.
Usually a Disney movie, and it would be called the Tuesday Hot Day Big Film or something. Yeah. But certain films didn't fit that vibe. It had to be right. And you'd be like, it used to be Toy Story or something like that.
I think I suggested
you may well
a Pixar movie, and you were like, "Oh, yeah."
Mm.
And then the next year we watched that movie together, whatever it was. The next year, was it Monsters Inc. The next year?
Yeah, probably.
And I was sat there, didn't know you very well, didn't know any of your friends. Sat there with a little KFC watching a hot day movie. It was my birthday too.
Yeah.
That was the more awkward thing about it.
And little did you know that you would...
marry and child with you.
Marry and child with me. Mm-hmm. Is that how you refer to it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have married and child this man.
Childed with him.
But yeah, how funny that's how our relationship started and potentially how our relationship ends.
I forgot about that. So we were always seasons.
So completely unrelated. Misery.
Yeah. So you want me to hobble you then?
Yes, please.
Great,
I've always asked for that.
Mm-hmm. Don't talk about our sex life on the pod. The only other thing I've got written down here is Millions.
All right.
Which is a really cute little movie, family movie. But,
yeah.
And Tiger Who Came to Tea in brackets because it was our that was our daughter's big movie last year, which lasts for 28 minutes. But she watched it 100 times.
You know what I was about to say?
What?
Snowman, but it's definitely a Christmas film.
Yeah.
I've got one more category.
Yeah.
Which is films that are watched around Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Which are Christmas films? So one of them was Planes, Trains and Automobiles.
Yes.
Because I watched it recently. No reference at all to Christmas. It's a Thanksgiving film, which is quite helpful for us.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving films. And I believe it's possible that the National Lampoon Vacation might be a Thanksgiving...
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas
specifically
Vacation
called
is very
Christmas
much a Christmas Vacation. Yeah.
But
I would say that's a Christmas film.
Yeah. There's something like... not something like Harry and the Hendersons. Did you ever watch that?
Yeah.
That would be a good around Christmas movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I can literally look in the Radio Times again and see what sort of things we've got on Boxing Day, Christmas Eve and Boxing Day.
Well, so the big one for me is, and I don't know if many people know this, often on Christmas Eve at midnight, there's a pretty good horror film.
Okay.
Like a bit of an anti-Christmas vibe. And the best one of that for me was watching Dawn of the Dead, which is a zombie film set in a shopping mall. I think
I do vaguely, I remember that being a thing.
And I never, it was the first time I was like, I'm going to watch, because I had a TV in my room. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to just stay up and watch this film.
Yeah.
I'm old enough now, I can do that. And I watched Not Living Dead on Christmas Eve, going to Christmas Day. And it was great. It's so good. It was the first time I've seen that film as well. And it was...
not something I'll probably ever watch, I think. Do you know? Guess what's on? Channel 5, 1:25pm.
Harrington's?
Planes, Trains and Automobiles.
Great.
4 stars. I wonder if that one has to go in there.
Planes and Trains?
Yeah.
I'm happy for that.
It's just like it's good, isn't it? It's just a good film.
What else? Is there any other late night Christmas Eve?
I'm having a look. Nothing spooky.
Nothing at midnight, nothing at 2 a.m.
Not that I can see. Oh, Steptoe and Son Ride Again.
Not even Channel 4?
No. It's 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
What?
That's a horror movie now, apparently. On Channel 4.
Isn't it really nothing after that?
Nope.
Horse shit.
Yeah, agreed.
Hey, The Babadook would be a good late night Christmas Eve
Let's see if they've got one on like Boxing Day.
Yeah. Maybe it's
My Fair Lady, that's another big Christmas movie. Bloody hell, how did I forget that?
Is that a Christmas film or Christmas Not Christmas?
Christmas Not Christmas.
Okay.
Mary Poppins is there on Boxing Day. Big Hero 6 is on Boxing Day. And Frozen. A back-to-back Disney. Hello, BBC.
I love Disney.
Great Expectations. Of course that's on there because it's set in that period.
Exactly.
Hotel for Dogs. Oh, Mrs. Brown's Boys to Movie. How did we not... How did we not think of that one?
So I can't help but feel I haven't a clue what Mrs. Brown's Boy is about.
It's about an Irish family, except the mum is played by a man dressed up as a woman.
What if it is good?
It's not. Don't kid yourself.
But it must.
It's just not. I won't entertain it.
It's become a movie.
Yeah, but people do love it.
Nothing goes to the cinema without being very good.
People love it, but I don't think it's for us. Goodfellas.
No.
Is on at 10:15 on Boxing Day. I actually wouldn't mind sitting and watching that. I've never seen it.
We can watch it anytime you like.
Okay.
Well, I tell you, we're going to watch it when we go to America.
I want to be in America.
As part of our Wise Guys season.
On Boxing Day at 2:55 a.m, the Hollyoaks Omnibus is on.
Oh, thank God.
I'll stay up for that.
Is it for the year?
It's until 5 a.m.
They should do a supercut of the whole year.
Yeah. There's no horror movie on. Anchorman 2 Legend continues.
No, this is rubbish.
Not horror-y enough. Calendar Girls, that's a good Christmas, not Christmas. Have you seen that?
Yeah. So.
Sorry, I've literally just started reading the Radio Times again. I'm so sorry.
I shouldn't have got it for you.
Is that a new podcast I should just do myself? I'll just read out the Radio Times to everyone and give my opinions on the rubbish that's on telly.
That's basically what we do with this film anyway, isn't it? So, how are we going to break this up? We've got a lot here.
I think we have to have daytime movies, family movies, and nighttime movies.
Is that how you're going to do it?
I think so.
Daytime, family.
What I'm going to also do, though, is just go and turn our heating on. I'm just too cold.
Daytime. What about musicals one as well? Daytime, family, musicals, evening.
Wow, that's a lot, but sure.
Okay.
I mean, I could give you some more for musicals, though, but I don't think we don't need it right now.
Daytime. Wallace and Gromit.
Wallace and Gromit, yeah.
So
another piece of paper.
1 is daytime. 2 is musicals.
Mm-hmm.
3 is family. Oh, family and daytime is the same, I think.
Yeah. So then just 3 is nighttime.
No, 4 is nighttime. We'll leave space
1, 2, and 4.
So
Wallace and Gromit is a 1. Oliver, I would say, is a 1. Oh no, that's a musical.
Well, should we put that straight into musicals then? Christmas musicals.
Yeah.
Is he not going anywhere else?
Oh, movies where a prostitute gets beaten to death. Oh, it's hard.
I think we could find a lot of those.
It could go in movies where the dog steals the show, couldn't it? Bullseye! I remember, this is a little story for you about the movie Oliver. When I was at primary school, there was a girl whose brother had been in a production of Oliver. And so she was obsessed with Oliver, the musical. And we would play Oliver at break time. And she chose for herself the part of Bullseye. It's like, wow, if you ever needed a glimpse of someone's psyche, look at what character they would choose for themselves from the musical Oliver.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That really is amazing.
She chose Bullseye. I would choose Fagin, obviously.
Do you steal handkerchiefs?
Yeah, you know me. I'm always stealing handkerchiefs from the rich men of Edinburgh.
Got quite the collection at home.
Who would you be?
Who would I be? Probably Nancy, right?
No.
I mean, I'm the artful dodger, aren't I?
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't be Oliver. I couldn't. More. No, I tell you what, I'd be the guy giving out the gruel.
Oh, would you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you would be like the soft, rich old man whose hands have never seen a day's work.
That sounds about right.
And he's going to take Oliver in.
Oh, at the end?
Yeah.
You know what I'd do is I'd play both parts.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's what I'd do.
Well, then I'd have to just be the gruel master's wife as well.
And the nice lady at the end.
She's like the maid. He's not got a wife. as far as I'm aware.
That's why you're bringing children out, probably. Great.
So for you can't see what Richard did there. I said, he's not got a wife, and he gave me like a double lift of the eyebrows, like, he's single, is he? You could get with him. Okay. Sure.
So, musicals.
Oliver. Never before as a boy wanted more.
I think a musical My Fair Lady as well feels like it would be.
Yeah. Oh no, My Fair Lady could go into lots of different things now.
Well, choose something else that go into
them. It's a movie adaptation, for starters.
There's plenty more movie adaptations.
I don't know, movies where somebody gets their slippers shied at them.
How am I writing this down? Slippers shied at.
That's what he calls it.
We may struggle to fill that one.
Yeah, maybe. This is a hard one because there's a lot of them that I would be happy to put My Fair Lady in there, but obviously it's a one and done situation of lists.
Charlie Chocolate. Musical.
Oh.
Christmas musical.
No, do My Fair Lady for a Christmas musical.
But not Charlie Chocolate.
No, I think that could go in elsewhere.
Where would it go?
I don't know, like kids falling into rivers. Don't put me on the spot like this.
Into rivers.
And then for a Christmas musical, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Family daytime movies. Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah. Matilda.
Yes. Sure. And then
Neverending Story. Willow. Toys.
Toys feels more evening.
Do you want to put that into the evening?
No,
slot?
I think I can find other places for that to go eventually. What does that say? Paddington. It's not a daytime one either. I feel like that's an evening one.
Yeah.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Oh no, God! There's so many more places that could go. What was I thinking?
No. What were you thinking? Misery.
E.T. No, God. What? You'll have to choose. I'm giving some ridiculous suggestions here.
Millions.
Yeah, that's nice.
Is that one a kid would watch on their own?
But it's not to watch on their own. It's to
no,
watch.
But it's the morning. The morning film is basically kids do that.
Oh, you're talking about morning films. This is different.
Well, daytime.
I would say this is like the 1 p.m. film.
Okay. Millions could be the 1 p.m. film. Okay.
Because for an early morning Christmas film, I'm thinking Homeward Bound, that sort of arena. But we're not going there.
So we're saying Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Wallace and Gromit, Millions. Does that fit?
No, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is in the musicals.
Sure, you're right. Matilda.
We're saying Wallace and Gromit, Matilda,
Millions. Okay. And then the evening film. What we said?
Night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gladiator? No, that could go somewhere else.
What would it go? Films about slaves.
Oh, I've already given you one for this. Scenes where somebody runs their hand slow motion through a wheat sheaf. A sheaf of wheat. I gave you that one weeks ago.
Sheaf of wheat. I hope I've got it written down. Sheaf.
You also asked last podcast for movies where people use slow motion.
Yeah.
It would be a good one for that.
What about Romancing the Stone?
Sure. That's is that a daytime movie then?
No, evening.
Okay, no, but is it a daytime movie? Is what I'm saying.
Oh, it could be. No, it's not, because it's got
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
I was going to suggest another category of around Christmas.
Oh.
I don't think you'd watch it on Christmas Day. You'd watch it in the run up to.
Did we say Boxing Day on that one? Radio Times.
Boxing Day, yeah.
Continue.
Romancing the Stone. Toys. We already said it was going to be that one, right?
Oh no, Toys. I think
Toys.
I bet I can come up with something else for Toys.
You want something else for Toys? Imitation Game.
Yeah, we can put that in. Oh no, we've got quite a lot of categories out of that.
Paddington. Paddington was definitely one for that one.
Oh, fine, throw that in there. Don't care about
Paddington,
that.
Romance in the Stone. Great Escape. Begrudgingly.
Fine. I can't believe that's going into Christmas.
It's not an evening Christmas film. It is a daytime film, that one. Oh God, it's going to be the King's Speech this year.
Ugh.
Or is it just going to be a rerun of last year's Queen's Speech?
Let's hope so. R.I.P. Lizzie.
Have you ever watched one?
No. Why would I do that?
I wonder what the alternative will be this year. You ever watched an alternative?
I think I watched the Ali G one.
Did you do one?
Yeah, he did.
What did he say? We got a shot.
Something exactly like that. Yeah. I'm literally just looking at the Radio Times now to see what we can choose.
Let's not do that. Crocodile Dundee.
It's hard.
It's not big enough as this kind of. We're watching this. You've got this DVD for Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh goodness me!
Sorry, that was our phones.
Oh my goodness me!
Maybe we do put in Titanic or something. Have we already done Titanic?
We might have done. I don't recognise it from my perusing the lists.
I remember that being a big deal when we watched that the first time.
But then does that feature in films where doors are critical to the narrative?
Films where people turn blue. We can put Willy Wonka into that as well.
Oh God, yeah. Charlie Chocolate. Neverending Story.
No.
It's not the evening film, is it? Something Like It Hot could be the evening film.
I've never seen that.
Oh, you are joking me.
I'm not. It's on this year.
You are joking me.
No, I'm not joking you.
I love that film.
Okay. We can put that one in.
It's going in other things. It's so much more important than this one.
Okay, alright. Jesus.
Well, this is quite a big film. This is a big
category.
This is a big
category. This is why it's hard. Why don't we just throw it away on Great Escape?
What
were you going to say?
I was going to say Titanic then.
Titanic. Like, Titanic was such a big movie. And this is a big category. What have we put in for the evening?
Romance in the Stone.
No, let's take that one out.
Paddington.
I don't want it to be Paddington.
But it is, it is.
I know it is. Okay, we'll take out Romance in the Stone. Paddington. Let's put Titanic in there. And then what else would have been a huge deal when it came on the telly? No.
James Bond one.
Like Quantum of Solace or something.
At the worst possible Bond.
I don't fucking know.
You can tell from the title. The
other James Bonds, though, the not modern ones, are all daytime movies.
Do you think?
Yeah, 100%. If anything, they'd be like an ITV Sunday in the middle of the year movie.
Yeah. I feel like there's also a bank holiday, not bank holiday. No, there's a bank holiday.
Well,
E.T.?
It's more something like a Harry Potter film. They were always like a big deal when they came out and came on the Beeb.
Yeah.
On the Bebo.
Well, we can put. Well, how about Chamber of Secrets? It's quite a. There's a not Chamber of Secrets. The first one, Philosopher's Stone, is quite Christmassy in vibe.
Yeah.
Christopher Columbus, isn't it? His name is basically of it's Christmas.
Christopher Columbus.
So are we just going to throw in one that neither of us mentioned?
Yeah, we didn't mention it, but now that I've just thought of them, I'm like, of course, the Harry Potter films were quite big Christmas. When they were coming out, it was like there was quite a lot of them. It was a big deal, wasn't it?
The Harry Potter 1.
Yeah. Harry Potter 1, Titanic, and Paddington.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels like a Christmassy. Yeah. And then we've got to do around Christmas now. You've thrown in another.
Well, Planes, Trains and Automobiles.
Yeah.
Day of the Dead.
This is just one for you. You do this one.
And then what else do you watch around it?
Tiger Who Came to Tea.
I mean, Romancing the... No, that is Christmas Stone.
You're obsessed with Romancing the Stone.
I remember that film existed. I'm like...
Am I the stone here? God.
Nothing else fits that kind of thing, does it? Unless you want a kind of a Jingle All the Way, but without the Christmas bit in it. You can, I mean, you.
I just whispered, should I just peek in there and point it to the Radio
She's just started doing the crossword at this point.
And he said yes. So, gentlemen prefer blondes.
That's not a bad shout.
Oh, we want a round Christmas. So
you want
Christmas
a film
Eve.
that you want to watch while you're wrapping the presents.
Shrek is quite a good one.
That's Christmas Day. I was like...
The only movie I will watch, 2 movies that I will watch when wrapping presents, Home Alone or Elf. That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Why would I lie twice?
Home Alone 2...
Oh, Rugrats movie is a good one. I used to quite enjoy watching that. No, just for like, having on over Christmas. It is, it's like Home Alone. Chariots of Fire. Again, I've never seen that. But I would.
Christmas Day.
No, it's Christmas Eve. That's around Christmas, isn't it?
Leading up to Christmas. Oh, this is when you would say the sort of the die-hard of this world, wouldn't you?
I wouldn't, no.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Dawn of the Dead. Make sure I write down category 5 around Christmas. Air Bud? No. Come on. Let's not be silly. What's the one that was... Oh, mate, is it...
Man in the Iron Mask? That's always on at Christmas, isn't it? the Leonardo version.
Ugh.
La La Land.
Do research
La La Land's a big... Oh, that's an evening movie though, really.
Oh, you could put that into...
That would have been a big deal for an evening movie. Lawrence of Arabia.
Ooh.
God, even just saying the words is boring.
But...
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you want to put that somewhere else.
Yeah. Food falling from the sky.
Yeah. Grease.
What's that?
Grease.
I would never...
You would never watch Grease at Christmas?
Not again.
Jesus.
I've seen it once, it's enough.
Breakfast at Tiffany's?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
For Christmas, really?
No. Doesn't fit. I'm just saying words out loud to try and see.
Oh, well, we did have Mrs. Brown's Boys to movie.
That could work.
What about one of those period movies, Great Expectations or Pickles Pickleby?
I don't think I've watched those.
David Copperfield.
Is there a good... Scrooge is definitely Christmas, isn't it?
100%, yeah, because it's based on A Christmas Carol.
Who's she? She's gonna
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
The Witches. Now that is an around Christmas movie.
Yeah.
The original Witches.
I nearly put that into a different category of Tiny Mice Friends.
Yeah, in fairness, I think that could go in a lot of different places, couldn't it? We're really labouring the point on this one, so just pick a film. Jurassic Park was actually one that I nearly put on this on this list.
Yeah, I did as well.
Should we say Jurassic Park?
To watch around Christmas?
Yeah.
All right.
Again...
that seems too big to throw out there.
Yeah, no, it does. In bygone years, that would have been a big Christmas evening movie coming on the telly.
Short Circuit, again, would have been that kind of thing.
Frozen is not a Christmas movie.
That's true.
We watch that all year round there. But Frozen could go.
You know what? I'm going to draw a line, and this is unfulfilled.
Really?
Yeah, I can't do it.
Wow.
I can't do it.
For the first time ever in all our weeks of podcasting, Richard has chosen to say, we can't come up with a movie. And I'm still flicking through the Radio Times. Or The Adventures of Robin Hood.
Unless Misery goes in there.
Absolutely not.
Yes,
Give me a break.
Okay, well then. Disappointing end, perhaps. But you will be thankful in the long run that we didn't push it. And I think maybe we'll come back
to it next Christmas.
Yeah, that's true. Because if we do survive another year, I mean the podcast, not our relationship. We'll have to come up with some other way of doing Christmas films.
We will, yeah.
I guess we could just do Christmas films then. But then what do you do year 3? Anyway, thanks so much for joining us on this.
It's been a journey. Yeah.
Hope
you've enjoyed yourselves.
Yeah, I hope you have too.
I'm going to bed.
Brilliant. Well, all the best.
Merry Christmas.
And we'll see you anon. Season on.
Goodbye.